A hint of emotion finally crossed the woman's frosty face. The two remaining bodyguards, who had been on the verge of making a move, were left completely stunned. He had sent one of them flying 5 meters with a single punch. Were they really facing a human? These men had been elite soldiers before their retirement. Even he was a bit taken aback. Am I really this strong? He wondered. Without hesitation, he strode up to the Rolls-Royce and gave it a tentative kick. With a loud thud, the car, its handbrake firmly engaged, was sent flying 3 meters. The entire side door caved in, a mangled mess of metal. Silence descended upon the scene like a shroud. The woman stared, dumbfounded, while the two bodyguards collapsed to the ground, paralyzed with fear. Ignoring the guards, he approached the woman. As he drew nearer, she stammered nervously. Are you here for money or something else? Call your father. Tell him to bring that rare electric eel he's been keeping. He hands it over, and you go free, he demanded. The woman furrowed her brow, struggling to comprehend. Had all this been for her father's precious eel? But with no other choice, she pulled out her phone and dialed her father, briefly explaining the situation and the kidnapper's bizarre request. Meanwhile, in the boardroom of Tianxin Group, a dignified middle-aged man's face turned ashen the moment he answered the phone. How dare someone kidnap his daughter in broad daylight? He immediately ordered his subordinates to contact the military for reinforcements and assemble a top-notch medical team in case of emergencies. After making these arrangements, the chairman of Tianxin Group instructed his driver to rush home and retrieve the coveted electric eel. I've done what you asked. My father will be here in half an hour, the woman said, setting down her phone and eyeing him warily. Still, confusion clouded her eyes. After a moment of contemplation, he suddenly blurted out, In 2 days, an aurora will sweep across the planet. Every living thing will mutate into a terrifying beast. The world as we know it will crumble into chaos. That electric eel will become a monster, and your entire family will be doomed. The woman merely stared at him, as if he were insane. Believe me or not, but I won't take the eel for nothing. In exchange, I'm giving you this warning. Call it a fair trade. She shook her head in disbelief. He understood her skepticism. He'd think the same if someone told him such a wild tale. To prove his point, he placed his left index finger on the ground and slammed his right fist down. The finger shattered into a bloody pulp, but then crimson threads began to weave together, and in an instant, the finger was whole again. The bodyguards in the distance watched in horror, their scalps tingling. They crouched on the ground, hugging their knees and sobbing in despair. This young man was no ordinary human. The woman, too, was left speechless, her mind now churning over his words. He continued, Your family's business spans the city. When chaos descends and resources become scarce, if you trust me, join me. I can keep you alive. Even the most powerful warrior can't fight alone forever. Allies are a necessity. After some persuasion, the woman nodded, promising to discuss it with her father. Just then, an armored military convoy pulled up. Surrounded by heavily armed soldiers, a middle-aged man rushed forward. His heart sank at the sight of the wrecked luxury car, but swelled with relief when he saw his daughter unharmed. The man, unfazed by the military presence, held out his hand for the eel. Reluctantly, despite the man's youth and solitary status, they handed over the suitcase containing the eel. He opened it to reveal a shimmering blue eel, its fishy odor filling the air. Without a word, he picked it up and took a bite. Everyone was shocked, thinking he'd lost his mind. But then, as he swallowed, electric currents crackled across his body. A grotesque eel's head, coiled with lightning, sprouted from his left shoulder. He condensed a ball of blood at his fingertips and let it explode. The military personnel and reinforcements were immediately incapacitated by the powerful shock, but the father and daughter remained unharmed. Then, he vanished into the night. After leaving the park, he realized there was less than a day until the impending chaos. His next target was a special falcon at the city zoo, a bird with feathers as hard as steel and a deafening, piercing cry. He decided to rest for the night and make his move the following day. That same night, his extraordinary deeds were captured on camera and uploaded to the internet. Security footage further fueled the frenzy, with the videos going viral across domestic and international platforms. Meanwhile, Reports of mutated beasts attacking people began pouring in from all over the planet. Doubts and speculations ran rampant online, and panic spread like wildfire. Despite experts' attempts to calm the public, the situation continued to deteriorate. In a Western-style villa, the chairman watched the news with a grave expression. His daughter then told him that the strange man's warnings were likely true and that chaos was imminent. Realizing the gravity of the situation, the chairman decided to head to a nearby warehouse to stock up on supplies. His daughter insisted on accompanying him, determined to face the impending crisis together.